Hello everybody, welcome back. Today for our Easy Dinner Wednesday, I'm going to do two things. We're going to have a ham and cheese pie, and then we're going to do potatoes on the side. Both very, very good. We need Swiss cheese, so I had a block because they didn't have any shredded, but you can do shredded if you can find it. The recipe called for a cup of diced cooked ham. Originally I was just going to get the little cubes that they sell, but I saw this, looked like it came right off of the carving board, so I went ahead and cut this up just a little bit smaller, and it was really good. I got that at Walmart. Next I'm adding the Swiss cheese, and it called for 5 bacon slices cooked and crumbled. I used these bacon crumbles. They weren't as good as real bacon, so if you have real bacon or time to cook it, then I would suggest that, but it was still very, very good. Okay, I've added the shredded cheddar, and now I'm going to put in the onions and the chopped green peppers, which I don't think I filmed because there they are already in the casserole dish. So our next step is to make the liquid, and that is a cup of milk, a quarter cup of biscuit, 2 eggs, and then salt and pepper to taste. But I put that in the casserole after I added the liquid. Okay, now I'm adding the salt and pepper, and I'll just mix that all up again. I should have put it in with the liquid in the blender, but I didn't see that, so I hope I'm saving you that step. And then we're going to put this in a 350 degree oven, uncovered, 30 to 35 minutes until it's lightly browned on top. While that's in the oven, I'm going to make some potatoes in the air fryer. The first thing I'm going to do is put all the spices in this little bowl. I have garlic powder, dried parsley, seasoned salt, paprika, and ground black pepper. I'll have all the measurements down in the description box below. The original recipe says to use russet potatoes, but I just had these little red ones. You can use whatever kind you like. I cut my potatoes fairly small, that way they cook within the 15 minutes. I'm going to spray the air fryer, and then I always open the window, butt it up to that, and then close my drapes around it so that the hot air from outside doesn't come in. And I set it for 20 minutes because I need it to preheat for 5. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to put half of this seasoning mix on the potatoes with some olive oil and then mix that in. And after I've got that all mixed in, then I'll put in the other half. Now I've added the other half. I'll mix those up. Then I'll pop them in the air fryer, which is set to 400, and leave them in there for about 15 minutes or until they're, done. When you poke them with a fork, nice and soft. Here's our finished pie. Here's our finished potatoes. I had dinner on the table in about 30 minutes, so I consider this an easy dinner. And here's our finished plates. I will have all the ingredients here in just a second, and then in the description box you'll find ingredients and directions for both the potatoes and the pie. We both enjoyed the pie and the potatoes, so I hope you give them a try.